Hello everyone, welcome back to Asia channel. After discussing Heinrich's PvE build in the previous video, today we're diving into the exciting world of Heinrich's PvP build. Specifically, I'll be breaking down the dual dagger, fire strike build, a setup that I consider the best PvP configuration for Heinrich at the moment. Let's start with the weapons. I use 2+16 blade of Empire Tier 5 daggers. These come with enchantments that enhance physical damage by 3% and provide the sharp blade effect, which adds a 5% bonus to melee attacks. For cards, I've chosen a combination of 2 Frioni Star cards and 2 Skeleton Miner cards. For armor, my choice is the +15 Dragonblood Armor Tier 4, with an attribute that boosts damage to medium-sized enemies by 20%. I prefer this armor because, in a dual dagger setup, there's no natural boost to physical damage increase, so this piece compensates for that gap. Its enchantment adds 10% to critical damage, and for now, I'm using a Poi Tata Star card while searching for better PvP-oriented cards. The garment I use is the +15 Imperial Knight's Cape Tier 5, which provides a 12% boost to auto-attack damage. To further improve the critical damage, I've added a 3.9% enchantment and paired it with a Zenobia card, which significantly enhances skill damage output. Moving on to shoes, I rely on +15 Loon's Memorial Tier 5, granting a penetration boost of 6%. The enchantment provides a 3.6% increase to physical damage, and for the card, I use the Moonlight Flower Star card, which complements the build's mobility and critical capabilities. For accessories, I use 2+15 Steel Ambition pieces, both enchanted with Sharp Blade 3 to enhance melee attack power by 7.5%. The first accessory is equipped with a Smoky Star card, allowing me to utilize the hiding skill for a tactical advantage. When emerging from hiding, I gain a 10% damage boost for 30 seconds. Paired with the Moonlight Flower Star card, I avoid the slowing effect from hiding, enabling me to execute quick hit-and-run tactics. The second accessory features a White Star Knight card, offering a 10% critical damage boost, along with an additional 1% critical damage for every 15 points of vitality. For headgear, I use the Bunny Creamy Candy, which boosts skill damage by 15%. I've slotted a Walter card into this piece. My facewear is the Night Owl Halo, adding 10% penetration, and for the mouthpiece, I've chosen Gluttonous Imp, which increases both penetration and final damage by 5% when the enemy's HP is above 70%. On my back, I use Rock and Roll Cactus for its move speed and skill damage bonuses, along with a cooldown reduction of 10%. Lastly, the tailpiece I use is It's Too Late, which adds up to 10% skill damage. In terms of shadow equipment, my offhand piece is the Hylian Bracelet Tier 5. Its effect reduces damage taken by half when HP is above 90%, making this build surprisingly tanky. When paired with the Wasteland Lord Star card, the combo reduces damage taken to only 25% when HP is above 90%. For additional gear, I've selected the Chosen's armor for anti-fear effects, Cloud Undershirt for the garment, Little Fairy Slippers for shoes, and 2 Hermit's bundles for accessories. For Oracle Mirror, my attack equipment features Combustible Knife at 14/15, while the defense is covered by Meteorite armor. Additionally, I use the Lord of Vane relic to boost penetration and improve elemental counter coefficients. Now let's discuss skills and gameplay. The December 2024 patch introduced significant buffs to the Fire Strike skill. This skill now bypasses reflection, damage negation, flee, and anti-fatal effects. It also adopts properties similar to Breaking Dawn, allowing you to spam Fire Strike without having to cast Breaking Dawn first. The skill received an additional buff. If the target survives, their HP is reduced by 80% of their current HP, a significant improvement compared to the previous mechanic where your own HP would drop to just 1 point. The Tier 5 Dagger's momentum effect also plays a critical role in this build. Using Wind Whisper maximizes momentum, granting a 100% boost to critical damage and an additional 100% damage bonus to Fire Strike. This synergy makes the Dual Dagger, Fire Strike build exceptionally powerful for PvP scenarios. While alternative builds such as Dual Sword, Counterattack or Dual Dagger, Pure Auto Attack exist, I find them less effective in the current meta. With many burst-heavy classes in PvP, even tanks or supports struggle to survive more than a few seconds in crowded battles. As such, the Dual Dagger, Fire Strike build stands out as the best choice, leveraging a hiding and hit-and-run gameplay style. At core level 7, Heinrich gains an auto-attack damage bonus for all skills and immunity to auto-attack damage reduction. To maximize this advantage, focus on increasing skill damage to 100% first, followed by auto-attack damage for even greater performance. That wraps up my overview of this build. I'll also share details about my handbook and deposits. And these are the stats during full momentum, and I consume 5 pen food, 1 anti-fatal food, all dish B, and slow attack alloy. And now, it's time to see the performance of the Heinrich Dual Dagger Fire Strike build in War of Imperium and War of Crystal. Check this out. And that was my performance in the War of Imperium and War of Crystal. I often get hit by crowd control, CC, due to my low CC resist, and I find it challenging to take down super tanky enemies because my account isn't fully optimized for a DPS build. Despite my weaknesses, Heinrich struggles to dive into crowds as there are occasional animation bugs, causing Fire Strike to frequently deal no damage. But Heinrich's still worth on PvP, especially on 6 vs 6 or 12 vs 12. That's all for this video. See you in the next video.